Aliko Dangote is widely recognized as Africa's richest individual.
Dangote Refinery, a $20 billion bet to change the course of an entire nation's energy future. It's the largest single-train refinery in the world, capable of processing 650,000 barrels of crude oil per day. A project so massive it promises to make Nigeria, which by the way is Africa's largest oil producer, fuel sufficient for the first time in decades. At the center of this story is one man, Aliko Dangote, Africa's richest man, a business titan.
Hailing from a prominent Hausa Muslim family of traders, Dangote was introduced to commerce at an early age. His grandfather, Alhaji Al-Hassan Dantata, was a successful merchant, providing young Aliko with insights into the world of business. He pursued higher education at Al-Azhar University in Cairo, Egypt, where he earned a degree in business studies. In 1977, Dangote relocated to Lagos and established the Dangote Group, initially focusing on trading commodities such as rice, sugar, and cement. Leveraging a loan from his uncle, he laid the foundation for what would become a vast business empire. Over time, he transitioned from trading to manufacturing, significantly impacting Nigeria's industrial landscape. Today, the Dangote Group operates in 17 African countries and is a market leader in cement production on the continent. The conglomerate has also diversified into sectors like agriculture and is currently constructing the largest petroleum refinery, petrochemical plant, and fertilizer complex in Africa. Throughout his career, Dangote has faced and overcome numerous challenges. His aggressive business strategies and significant market share have occasionally attracted criticism, with allegations of monopolistic practices and political favoritism. Despite these hurdles, Dangote has maintained his business trajectory, emphasizing local production and contributing to Nigeria's economic development. As of February 2025, Aliko Dangote is 67 years old. He has been married and divorced twice and is the father of 3 daughters, Halima, Maria, and Fatima, and an adopted son, Abdul Rahman. Halima plays a significant role in the Dangote Group as the executive director of commercial operations. Dangote resides in Lagos, Nigeria, and is known for his devout Muslim faith. In his leisure time, he enjoys following football and is an ardent supporter of Arsenal FC. He has even expressed interest in acquiring the club in the future. Looking ahead, Dangote remains focused on expanding his business ventures. The ongoing construction of the Dangote refinery in Lekki, Nigeria, is a testament to his commitment to reducing Africa's dependence on imported petroleum products. This ambitious project aims to transform Nigeria's oil sector and bolster the nation's economy. According to Forbes' 2024 list of Africa's richest billionaires, published in January 2024, Dangote's net worth was reported at $13.9 billion, reaffirming his position as Africa's wealthiest individual. In October of 2024, Dangote's net worth was reported to be significantly higher at $28 billion. This significant increase in his wealth was attributed to the commencement of operations at his newly built petrochemical refinery, valued at over $20 billion. Given the dynamic nature of financial markets and business valuations, net worth estimates can fluctuate. Beyond his business pursuits, Dangote is a dedicated philanthropist. In March 2014, he endowed the Dangote Foundation with $1.25 billion to enhance its initiatives in health, education, and economic empowerment. He has also collaborated with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to combat polio and has made significant contributions to public health efforts, including donations to fight Ebola and support Nigerians affected by the Boko Haram insurgency. Aliko Dangote's journey from a young trader to Africa's richest man exemplifies determination, strategic vision, and a deep commitment to the continent's development. Mr Dangote Petroleum Company is the largest oil refinery in all of Africa and the largest single-train oil refinery in the world. The following video clip is a Rise News announcement of the beginning of oil production by Dangote Oil Refinery in September 2024.
Here live at the Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Complex. Of course, first time in 28 years we are having a petrol PMS premium motor spirits being produced in Nigeria. And with me, of course, I have the president himself of the Dangote Group, as well as Fatima Dangote and Mr. Edwin Devakoma. These are very familiar faces, of course, but we're quite pressed for time. So I just want to ask, let's just capture your sentiment on what this moment represents for you as a group. I know a lot of work is happening. You've had a colorful few months, last few months, but let's talk about what this represents. Of course, you're holding the very liquid gold right now.
Well, this represents, a very historic, monumental, achievement, which I think I must congratulate the people of Nigeria and the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for giving us all the support to be where we are today. This achievement, really, you are right, in the last 28 years, we haven't really had this sort of achievement, but you can see that even there are some videos of 1974 which will have fuel queues, and those fuel queues that are still here. This will eliminate all fuel queues in Nigeria. This will improve the health of everybody. This will also make sure that there is consistent supply to the market. It will also bring the real demand of PMS, no paper transaction. It will also help to make sure that it corrects this distortion of the naira, bring stability to the naira, bring growth, development, and prosperity. So we want to thank Nigerians for being behind us to be where we are today. But this is a very, very historic moment.
It certainly is, and there's so much to look forward to. Of course, you're holding the priced material, the price gold here. Of course, you and Edwin have also been a part of this process. How do you feel about this moment? We spoke earlier, and which I will update our audience later about, when things are going to happen, when it will hit the market. Of course, that's subject to the NNPC, but let's get your brief sentiments on it very quickly.
Well, history has been made. We're really excited, and we're glad and happy to be part of this history and the ones making the history. Is an exciting time for us, and I'm sure it's an exciting time for the whole of Nigeria as well. So we're really excited to be here today to witness this history being made.
Absolutely, and so is the rest of the country. Mr. Edwin, let's just get a quick word from you as to what to expect. Of course, a lot of Nigerians are gone with expectations. The expectations are up there, and I know there's only so much you can say right now, but what can you tell us in terms of what we should look forward to?
Well, to begin with, I will say what you will be seeing today. It's a moment of pride for every Nigerian, every African, and every entrepreneur. You can count with your fingers the number of entrepreneurs who have taken $20 billion, almost his entire wealth, and take a risk and invested in Nigeria just to turn the history around so that you can add value to the product within the country and create employment within the country. So it's a time for every Nigerian, every African to be proud that somebody could take this much of courage and risk to venture in. And about the future, if somebody can do this, he can do much, much more.
Absolutely, no words have been wiser. Of course, you have to leave now, so we're not going to be able to carry on much longer. But of course, we will carry on updating our audience as to developments for today. We've been able to see what the tests have been, and of course, the products. Do you want to just speak to what this is really, and then?
This one is the gasoline. This is the PMS. You can see the diesel. Because I'm sure most Nigerians, they have never ever seen this color of diesel. But this is what you call Euro 5 diesel. It's less than 10 ppm. And, that is sulfur-wise. Okay, so this is what will really help actually to help the engines, vehicles, you name it, generators. They will last much longer. The health of people too, the environment will not be polluted. This is the real thing. Euro 5 diesel for the first time in the history of Nigeria.
And of course, you went through some rigorous testing to get to this point. But very briefly, you know me, I'm not going to let you go now. So could you just speak to what exactly were you tested for?
We are actually testing for all parameters. And I think it will be good maybe before you go, you can go and put up a little bit of, I know you've done it before, but you can go with Ms. Edwin since I'm rushing to the airport and show you our lab. Our lab actually is not number 2, it's number 1 in the world. And I can, beat my chest and tell you that.
All right. Well, lots to look forward to. We unfortunately have to wrap up. I want to thank you so much and congratulations once again to the Dangote Group. Aya, over to you in the studio. We will carry on and share some more updates as the day proceeds.